that there was some altercation between a hotel owner and one of the group members over French fry, aloo bhaja. How silly things can be. She got irritated. She asked that go chase this car. This is not at all a case of Eve teasing. Therefore, she said that go and catch this car. But I tell you, the thing is, what is being circulated is contrary to what has happened. I'll tell you, Lordship, what has happened is, now, my Lord, this victim, she is an event manager. Now, the event manager was going from Kolkata to Bodh Gaya by a Tata Tiago car. One of her other team, they were traveling by train. So the entire team was traveling in two groups. One will by a Tata Tiago car, the other by a train. Now, the Tata Tiago car, Millard, had gone to a petrol pump and from there filled the oil tank, and they were proceeding towards the Panagar side. Finally, they'll go to Bodh Gaya. Now, what happens is, there was a Creta car, the owner of which is Millard, a scrap dealer. The scrap dealer has a business somewhere in Panagar. This scrap dealer's, Millard, one of the employees' son had consumed poison and had committed suicide. Now he was the person who had committed suicide was brought at a hospital in Bardwan. Now the Creta car owner with two or three of his employees, comes to Millard, the hospital to see, and then they were going back towards Panagar with the apprehension that either the wife of the person who has committed suicide or his mother, they are also likely to consume poison because of what has happened. Therefore, my lord, the Creta car was in a high speed. No dispute on that. Therefore, the Creta car, my lord, first overtook, my lord, the Tiago car. Now, when the Tiago car, my lord, overtook him, this is a silly thing, my lord. Then the victim, she receives a telephone call from the other group that there was some, my lord, altercation between a hotel owner and one of the group members over French fry, aloo bhaja. How silly things can be. And the hotel owner drove them out of the hotel, the group which was traveling in train. This dispute was communicated to the victim because she happens to be the main person. She got irritated on that news. Then, my lord, she asked that go chase this car. Now, they were chasing the car. The Creta, first they overtook. Then the Creta again overtook the car, Tiago car.
But the Creta has something to do with the hotel.
No, nothing to do. They don't know each other. This is not at all a case of Eve teasing. These have all come out during investigation. Initially, my lord, the passengers of the Tata Tiago car had said that it was, though my lord, there is nothing in the complaint. In the statements, they had said that it was a case of Eve teasing. Later on, they had retracted from them. 164 statements are there. Now, when for the last time, the Creta car overtook the Tiago, then, my lord, the bumper, the backside bumper of the Creta car touched the front side, left-hand side bumper of the Tiago car. Now, to this, my lord, this lady, the victim, got emotionally infuriated, if I may use this word, because this was her father's car who had expired 8 months back. Therefore, she said, go and catch this car. Now, this went on that the Tiago was chasing this Creta to catch them. And by that, for about 15 or odd kilometers, where this chasing took place, and then the Creta car had come to its destination. They were supposed to enter into a lane in Panagar, where their destination point. Now, since he was chasing, the Tiago was chasing, the Tiago came and hit this Creta, And thereafter, since it was in a very high speed, it dashed the Creta car, and there was an urinal over there, and then it dashed against the urinal, and the car, Millard, toppled. And this is what has happened. Now, thereafter, Millard, the case of Eve teasing was being circulated. We have CCTV footages of almost 70 to 75% of this chasing, who chased whom, who chased not, etc. Not the entire thing, as I am instructed. Then, Millard, the commissioner himself looked into the CCTV footages and could ascertain that this was not a case that one knew the other, or there were some lewd comments, or there was some Eve teasing. Then, Millard, the commissioner briefed the press at 6:45 p.m., in which one of them was the present Millard company, or Millard the media house, that no, this was not a case of Eve teasing, etc. So this is what has happened. This was briefed. Even thereafter, till the next day morning, Millard, this media house kept on telecasting that this was a case of Eve teasing. The Creta car was chasing the other car, etc., etc. Now, this is the subject matter before my lord. Now, Millard, please have a look to Millard. What is the FIR? Now, FIR and what has been collected during investigation is much, much more than the FIR. But this is not a case, Millard. The first thing is, on the Millard aspect of the role of media, your lordships have held that they should not disseminate inaccurate news. The time has come for your lordships to lay down the guidelines. Every day we find in the news media the same story is being telecast by all, and everybody claims to be it's exclusive. Number one. And number two, they say that we have come across a video footage, or we have come across a telephone conversation. We have not checked the accuracy of that, but we are presenting it before you. That is not the role of the media. Unless you check the accuracy, you're not supposed to disseminate those information. Because the media house, just digressing for a moment from this case, because the media house is Millard collecting information for me. In my very humble submission, it is a wrong concept that the media is exercising its rights of speech and expression. It is the media house or the news agency, they collect the information for me and they present it to the public at large. Therefore, I have a right to be informed of the correct news. This is one part, not very important at this stage. The important part is that here, Millard, after the police commissioner, Millard informs in the news media that no, this was not a case of Eve teasing. I have gone through the CCTV footages. This has happened, that has happened. But I can understand that was a public perception. A media house, based on public perception, Millard had covered a news telecast. But once the investigating agency comes and says that what you are disseminating is incorrect, and even if thereafter, unless my learned friend says that after the CP had made the press briefing, they had withdrawn whatever they had said, then it's a different thing. They should come up with a supplementary affidavit, since I'm making this submission before the court, to this effect,